How would you like to extend the new Folsom Hike and Bike Trail to 5 miles and beyond? This is what the 5-mile loop looks like. Creating a fitness path in the Barrington Heights neighborhood and connecting it via Barrington to Dowlen Road and connecting it via Valmont to Delaware would elevate Barrington Heights to Beaumont's premier bicycle-friendly and fitness-friendly neighborhood with relatively little expense. Suggested edits to existing structures would include, at the Folsom Hike and Bike Trail approaching Metropolitan, we need a ramp and a striped fitness lane to Dowlen Road. At this point on the trail, we really need a down ramp right here, and we need a bike lane at least on this side of the road. And I say that, it could be a bike lane, it could be a walking lane, doesn't really matter. It's about fitness. What happens is, up at this intersection, it's very hard to feel comfortable crossing that super busy intersection at Dowlen Road with your back to the incoming traffic. I'll show you in just a minute. Oh, there's a sidewalk. Here's the intersection of Metropolitan at Dowlen Road. This is a very busy street, and crossing from the hike and bike trail to this sidewalk in front of Victory Hospital is scary with your back to the traffic. This sidewalk makes the perfect segue to the neighborhood. On a sidewalk, every driveway is an intersection. The bad thing about riding on a sidewalk is that every driveway is an intersection, and people don't realize that. People in cars don't quite get it. People on the bicycles don't quite get it. But they're coming at you from behind, in this case, and they're coming at you from the side as they're trying to get onto Dowlen Road. So every driveway is a potentially dangerous intersection. No animals were injured making this video. This next clip demonstrates a vehicle approaching from behind as the rider enters an intersection. Just like this. He doesn't know what to do. He's looking at me, he sees me, but he doesn't know what to do. This neighborhood, Barrington Heights, and I guess this is Barrington Drive, would be a perfect place for a bicycle path, a marked lane along this road, and it would tell any newcomers here, Beaumont, Texas is a bicycle-friendly place. A fitness path says, Beaumont, Texas is a bicycle-friendly place. The road naturally curves, so there's really only one intersection, and then there's a T in a perfect place. Barrington Avenue approaching Claiborne. The T is at Claiborne. So I would continue the painted path along Claiborne on one side, so that if people need to park their cars in the street, they can do so across the street, not block the fitness path. And that would give this neighborhood a fitness path. But look how wide this road is. There's plenty of room for a bicycle lane. Shoot, you could land a Cessna on this road, it's so wide. Claiborne Drive approaching CAFFIN. And until there's further development, I would take the bicycle lane or the fitness lane from Claiborne to CAFFIN. We are on CAFFIN approaching Ellington. We have an opportunity here. To the left, we would create the fitness loop. To the right, we would connect the neighborhood to Delaware, which is a conduit to commerce. This intersection at Ellington needs two things. It needs the fitness path to continue alongside the road, but it also needs the fitness path to continue to Valmont, and then from Valmont to Delaware. But right now I'm concentrating on making this a fitness loop. And again, if we can get bicycle lane painted on this side of the road, this is a perfect scenario. I'll explain in just a moment. Ellington approaching Heights Avenue. This is the intersection of Heights and Ellington. That'd be a nice little park/rest area. But because there's the dog leg in this road, it makes a natural segue, and look how wide this road is for a fitness path, at least on this side of the road, connecting to Claybourne. Heights Avenue approaching Claйбоурne Drive. To the left closes the fitness loop. Heights approaching Claybourne. To the left, this intersection would complete the 1 mile fitness loop. A nice addition for the residents of this neighborhood. Once again, Heights approaching Claybourne. Heights approaching Claybourne. Turning right would connect this neighborhood to Barrington Heights and ultimately to Commerce Transportation. Claybourne Drive approaching Barrington Avenue. A stop sign would need to be added here so that cyclists and pedestrians can cross safely from Claybourne to Barrington. Barrington Avenue approaching Dowlen Road. I'm not sure how to paint this intersection, but if we're going to do a bicycle trail and we're going to make it turn left, would I design it so that it crosses over this way and the cyclist doesn't have to cross the street? How would I do that? That would be research for the city engineer. But look how nicely this segues. The sidewalk is a little bit narrow and it goes underwater. I'm not saying this isn't without the need for some improvement, but everything exists. And I think with a little tree trimming and a little paint and a couple of signs, this can be a really fantastic extension to the Folsom Hike and Bike Trail. Completing the connection. I'm on Delaware westbound approaching Valmont Avenue. These sidewalks could be doubled in size simply by putting an equal amount of granite on one side or the other for walkers. I saw that done in Sausalito. It was brilliant. The walkers loved it. The addition of crushed granite would effectively double the width of the narrow sidewalk along Delaware or double the width of the Gulf Terrace bicycle trail. Runners are naturally drawn toward the crushed granite surface. It's easier on their knees. I'm at the intersection of Delaware and Valmont, and again I'm going to ask, what would it say to a newcomer, someone from outside the area, if they pulled up and they saw bicycle lane, fitness lane along this road leading into this neighborhood? That would make this neighborhood as desirous as one that is on a golf course. It would also connect this neighborhood to Commerce, the H-E-B grocery store for one. And it would also connect to Major Drive and all the commerce that's along there. And all that really needs to be done is a stripe painted on both sides of Valmont, this road, all the way up to where it tees into Ellington. That's where the fitness path, the loop, would be. And how beautiful would this be if it had a bicycle path, a fitness path on both sides of this road? The Folsom Hike and Bike Trail is an awesome, beautiful addition to our community. The suggestions in this video would connect this gorgeous path to a nearby neighborhood and would enhance the connection that that neighborhood has for alternate modes of transportation to the nearby community. Note to planners and developers, when Claybourne is extended to Valmont, move the fitness lane to Valmont. Valmont is wide enough to easily accommodate the fitness lane on both sides.